6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, we got the iiRcadians merch store. If you want to take a little piece of the show with you, you can get it right here. Enjoy.
Hey, everybody.
Welcome, everybody.
We are here.
iiRcadians assemble.
Yes, sir. We got a great show lineup for you guys today. You know, I'm going to start it with my old routine. If you guys watch my channel, guess who's back? Back again. Mikey's back. Tell a friend. Here, iiRcadians are live, ready to entertain you folks.
Let's say hello to some friends that are in the chat. We got Retro Arcade Music Man.
You got DKOG73.
We got Raven SPE. Kimber Time.
Mitchell B.
Tom George, welcome. I saw him on the high score list. Gamers Effects. Val O'Connell. Brooklyn Menace. Mitchell B. Welcome to the show.
Yes. Well, glad everyone can make it here today. And we're going to start with addressing the elephant in the room. You know, one of us is missing. And, yeah, well, you know, we're just we're dropping members left and right around here. You know, what's going on?
Dropping like flies.
Yeah. So, but just put your mind at ease. Jeff has not left the show. He's still part of the iiRcadians, and he actually sent us this little message. So, you know, Jeff's going to pop in and say hi. And so let's watch that, everyone.
Take my other stuff and I put it over there, and I take it from over here and I put it over there. And then when I'm done, and I put it over there, and then I put it in a hole, and then I make it disappear. Take all of the stuff and I move it over there, and I put it in a hole, and then I make it disappear. I use a game flow and I float it on the stuff, and I take all the stuff and I put it over there. I pick all of the stuff, and then here we go with the stuff, and we take all of the stuff, and then we move it over there. That's a big old stump, it's a giant really stump. It's gonna go in the hole and it's gonna be gone. It's gonna go away, I'm gonna make it disappear. I'm gonna make it disappear, I'm gonna make it disappear. There goes out the stump, and I got rid of the stump, and I moved it over here, and I moved it over there. Then I pick up the stump, and I pick up the trees, and I put it over there, and then I make it disappear.
So yeah, that's what
That's what Jeff is.
that's what he's up to. He's playing Bob the Builder. He's got an excavator, and he's out in his yard probably right now, doing exactly that. And you know, he did say he's going to pop in a little bit later in the show again and say hi. And so we will,
Jeff.
Yeah, we will get into that.
CT Jason, like they were like, should we just skip this week? And I said, no, let's just do the show anyway. We'll take it. We got you, Jeff.
Yeah.
Isn't that right, CT?
That's right. Just run it. The show must go on.
This is the show for fans of iiRcade. It's got to go on. It's got to go on. And we are all iiRcadians. This is a community show. We want to welcome everyone. If you want to be on the show, just contact one of us. You can contact any of us, Rainwater. You can contact CT Jason, Mikey J. You can contact me.
Not me. Don't contact me. No. I'm just playing.
We're all one community. And with that being said, I'd like to introduce our first video. Mikey, what do you have to say about the video? Get me off the screen here. Let's see how I get off there. There you go.
All right. Yeah. So
got a great person. Our first video is just from fantastic person that I really like.
And we'll wait for you guys to see who it is once the video starts. But I'll just go ahead and say right now, thanks in advance for the video. We really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. It's amazing.
Yeah. And we'll play that now.
RETROMANIA Wrestling on the iiRcade. Is it worth your hard-earned $30 to play on that platform?
Welcome to RETROMANIA Wrestling!
What's up, ladies and gents? It's your boy, Michael of all trades. Come today with a review that I usually don't do. We're going to talk about RETROMANIA Wrestling for the iiRcade. shout out to the iiRcadians for asking me to do this. And so I'm going to give you my honest thoughts, my opinions, my feedback, what I think needs to improve, and more importantly, is it worth the $30 that you're going to spend? So if you don't know anything about me, and if you can't see, I'm an avid wrestling fan. I've loved wrestling games since Super WrestleMania on the NES. I enjoy wrestling games. One of my favorite wrestling games of all time is actually WWF WrestleFest. WrestleFest transcended more than just wrestling. Hell, it was even on an episode of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers being played. We've been waiting for a long time to have a game like that, and RETROMANIA Wrestling lives in that vein of that old school WrestleFest feeling. You know what I mean? Right now, along with like Saturday Night Slam Masters and Muscle Bomber Duo on the Arcade One on Big Blue, this is pretty much the only way for you to get that fix. It's 6 buttons, so you've got light, medium, heavy, you've got run, you've got grab, and then you have a taunt button because, it's not wrestling unless you're taunting. You know what I mean? The wrestling game is great. It's got a good roster. There's about 16 people on the initial roster. You've got, the Legion of Doom with the Royal Warriors, Hawk and Animal. You've got Tommy Dreamer, the former NWA heavyweight champion Nick Aldis, Jeff Cobb, Johnny Retro, aka Johnny Mundo, aka Johnny Nitro, aka John Morrison, aka Johnny Drip Drip. You've got Boom Boom, Colt Cabana, Matt Cardona, aka Zack Ryder, Woo Woo Woo, Brian Myers, aka Kurt Hawkins, the whole Blue World Order. So you got the Blue Meanie, Hollywood Nova, and Big Stevie Cool. You know what I'm saying? Nikita Koloff, Zack Sabre Jr., Warhorse, and Austin Idol, with Chris Bay, Curtis Hughes, and the Cowboy Jane Storm coming as future DLC. So when you play the game, when you load it up on your iiRcade, there are a lot of game options. You've got story, you've got 10 pounds of gold, you've got retro rumble, you've got versus, and then you've got your gameplay options and things of that nature. I tend to spend a lot of my time in versus mode as, running through the story mode. For me, it's not complete. They haven't put out part 2 of the story yet, so for me, it's not even worth getting into. But Retro Rumble with 8 players on screen with no lag, it's a blast. Literally, it's a blast. 8 players, no slowdown, and the intricacy of the moves that are pulled off. I personally am a Nick Aldis and Jeff Cobb guy, so you see Jeff Cobb doing a lot of stuff like standing moonsaults and, lots of suplexes and things of that nature, The control scheme, it is really easy for new players to pick up. So if you're afraid, because I just listed off 6 buttons, low punch, heavy, grapple, run, taunt, tag. It's nothing that's too intimidating to get into. It's a lot more deeper. It's a lot more deep than what you would think it is. The gameplay meter, it fills up with small, medium, heavy, and it fills up until you get your finish, and you execute your finish, and boom, usually it's lights out of that. Versus mode, like I said, I spent a lot of time there. A lot of time just sharpening my skills and getting better. Unlike other wrestling games where they put an icon above the head where you need to reverse, your person will actually flash a color. Red means that you got it late. Green means that you got it on time. And if you get an orange, it's lucky, and purple is an actual reversal. So those are things that you want to keep in mind. 10 pounds of gold. It's pretty much arcade mode for you to get to end up fighting Nick Aldis, and it's a great mode. I spend a lot of my time on there as well. Because you need something to play with. DLC, like I mentioned before, Chris Bay, the Cowboy Jane Storm, and Curtis Hughes. It's coming later. They actually just announced their release on another platform, and they actually mentioned in the update that the DLC will be coming. It's a small team working on the game, so it's going to take them a little bit longer to get it out. The good thing about this is, with it coming out, they can implement the online options so that we can play each other here on the iiRcade. And with iiRcade getting ready to release their beta of online play, hopefully when this game is ready for prime time, ready for an online, that we'll be able to do that. And my biggest hope is that there's 4-player online. I don't expect us all to be able to do 8-player retro rumbles. That would be a little insane, and that would be a lot of network delay. However, doing something with 4 players, I think that's feasible, In versus mode, just to piggyback off of versus mode. In versus mode, you've got 1-on-1s, triple threats, fatal 4-ways, tag team matches, 6-man tags, and even 8-man tag matches. And I have to say man because there are no women on the game as of yet. I don't know if there's plans for there to be women on the game or not, but for right now, it's just the fellas. You know what I mean? This game has a lot of replayability. There's a lot of picking up the game, playing it, studying it, figuring out what kind of play style works for you. You know, if you like fast and loose and you just want to hit and run and whatever else, somebody like John Morrison might be for you. If you want a lot of power game, you know, but you want a little finesse, Jeff Cobb might be for you. And if you want that all around, like grappler, that all around, hey, you know what I'm saying, let's get to it, let's do the technical stuff, then you might enjoy somebody like Nick Aldis, you know. Replayability, especially playing with other people, absolute blast. And that's one of the reasons why I look forward to the online of the iiRcade when it comes on. Now, going forward, there are some things that are missing in this. There's no create a wrestler mode, there's no create an arena mode, and there's no way to download other people's creations if they were even in the game. And that's something I'd like to see in the sequel, but honestly, that's a whole other video. Now, after I've said all this to you, the real question is, do I recommend this game to you? If you're a fan of wrestling, if you want something different, and you want to just have a good time, you know, throwing people, smashing people, stacking them, pinning them, you know, that's kind of my mentality when I play. And if you want to future-proof yourself, I recommend it. I definitely recommend it, especially if you can catch it on sale, you know. But at the $30 price point, support the devs. Pick game up, you know. It's definitely worth working with and worth getting. With the ever-growing roster, with the multiple ways of things, you can have hundreds of matchups. Honestly, you can have hundreds of matchups and do the thing. Story mode alone, you know, it's a way to just teach you how to play the game and then to continue going forward versus beat up on your buddies. You know, Retro Rumble, if you want insane 8-player action, which does not slow down on the cab at all. And there's other games that probably would slow down, even on console. So for $30, it's a definite must buy. I don't have a rating scale. I probably should, but I don't have one. Anyway, yo, thank you guys for watching. If you like what I saw, yo, make sure to check out my channel, Mike of All Trades. It'll be in the description, hopefully. And yo, thank you to iiRcadians and iiRcade for giving me this opportunity. I'm Mike of All Trades, and yeah, I'll catch you on the next one. Later.
Yeah.
Great
So,
job.
Thank you.
So let's all three of us here, let's just take a moment, the chat as well, and let's all acknowledge Moat. Everyone type acknowledge Moat in the chat so we know Moat is fully acknowledged because he is the man, and thanks so much for providing us with that, sir.
Maximum respect, Moat. Maximum
You
respect.
just got acknowledged.
You just got acknowledged, man. Moat is an iiRcadian too.
And
Thank you so much.
so let's talk about Retromania a bit. I think it's a great game. When it first was announced, you know, before I even knew about the iiRcade, you know, like I think it was RGT85. I saw him talk about it like way back when, and it looked like a very interesting game to me. And so when I saw it was on the iiRcade, I knew that I had to buy it, and I picked it up on sale. What about you, CT? What do you think about Retromania?
Well, to be honest with you, yeah, I think I grabbed it on sale a few weeks ago. I haven't played it yet, but watching that review, I want to play it. It looks fun. Reminds me of the what was that? WrestleMania from back in the day on Genesis. It reminds me of that.
Yeah, the old Technos Japan WWF WrestleFest and Superstars game.
Yeah, I love it too. We got a custom version. We got a version optimized for the iiRcade. And I think that, I mean, this was like playing it like with arcade controls and arcade format. I think it's fantastic. I love the game.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And the developers of it, you know, they were one of those that were in the camp, you know, I believe, you know, don't quote me on this, but they were very grateful to have that game actually be put onto an actual arcade platform, because that was one way that they always kind of intended it to be, and it just it never happened before. So that's definitely a big bonus for the iiRcade as well.
And look, we got Moat in the chat. Moat, thank you so much. We love the video. We're so glad that we were able to have you on the show, and thank you so much for your contribution. It was wonderful.
Yeah,
Appreciate you, brother Mo.
Don't worry, we'll catch it on the replay. It'll be out later this week. Full on Retromania video for sure. But
So
you guys
you
have
wanna-
any other thoughts about Retromania before we move on?
I think I'm ready to move on. I want to talk about the next game. It's very controversial. There's been a lot of opinions on it, and I think I'm ready to state mine. You ready to roll the clip, Mikey? Let's roll the clip. This is Papa Brad. Today we're going to take a look at Ninja Clowns. It's a brand new game on iiRcade, made by Bash Game Studio. Game ranks 262 in the store, has a cost of $9.99. Twisto has finally lost it. He's transforming everyone into zombie clones, and we need to stop him. Take your own Clowny Gear arsenal to the streets and stop him at any cost in this wacky arcade beat-em-up. Ninja Clowns was published by the Strata Group and developed by Incredible Technologies Incorporated. Released in 1991, this arcade game is a 2D beat-em-up, similar to games like Final Fight or Double Dragon. The player controls a circus clown and fights against various enemies, like angry lawyers, bearded women, mimes, zombies, or cops. The clown is a hero and must stop the evil Twisto, who has transformed the good citizens into evil zombie clones. He can use several weapons like boxing gloves, pies, or sprays. He can punch, kick, and has one special move, a spinning kick like Chun-Li. Okay, now this is something you don't see in every game. A lady chicken boss that shoots eggs out her butt. This game is awesome. Enemies also change up every level in this game. Includes foes such as anti-war hippies, hookers, lawyers, Girl Scouts, mimes. The bosses just keep getting weirder and weirder. I mean, you have foes like the angry bowler. You just never know what you're going to get. I mean, one minute you're fighting someone throwing balloon animals at you. You're smashing up the lab. I mean, this game is fun. I like it, and I think this game will divide people. I think you're either going to thoroughly love this game, or you're just not going to get it. And that's just the way this game, I think, is. Heavy metal, yeah. I think if you look at this game for what it is, it's pretty good. I mean, it's got a lot of humor. It's got a fun, playful style similar to like The Simpsons, but with a different theme of the Ninja Clowns. I mean, you've got a spider clown monster. I mean, there's just so many cool things in this game that I like. I mean, look, it turns into popcorn when you beat it. How cool is that? It's got comic book art. This game has a ton of imagination with imaginative and creative enemies to fight, a very cool Ninja Clown art style. Plus, it's one of the first games that actually has save states, so you can save before boss battles. Master Twisto! Woo, check him out! Master Twisto! Yeah, boy! One of the great things about iiRcade games is you can play them for 30 minutes with no risk. I tried this one and I really like it. This is a game I'm definitely going to keep. This has been Papa Brad, and thank you for listening to my review of Ninja Clowns.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my review for Ninja Clowns. What you guys think?
So
That game looks crazy. That's a crazy looking game. You got bearded women. You got chickens shooting eggs out their butt. Green colored popcorn. I'll buy it.
Yeah, you
It
got a
looks
fight
good.
that turns into popcorn for no reason at all. And really, I don't understand the hate for this game. I mean, it's really plays a lot like The Simpsons, but with just ninja clowns. I just don't get it. And another thing I want to mention about the game, I just recently saw the game streamed on a Pi, and the iiRcade is optimized and it runs the game much smoother. And I think that's something that I definitely noticed like right away after seeing it on a different device.
Right.
Hey, Rafe, I don't want no bearded women. I see that in the chat. I see that in the chat. That's no. Don't want it.
No bearded women around here. But as far as I'm concerned, now when the game was first announced and I saw the first like still images of it, I mean, I guess I fell into the same camp as a lot of you guys, and I wasn't overly impressed, But it's another beat 'em up game, and I mean, you know what you're getting yourself into with a beat 'em up game, and so I don't know how it could be considered such a bad thing. Because the more that I've looked at it, especially preparing for the show, I get to watch Papa Bread's reviews and stuff beforehand, so I get a little, glimpse into the what's coming, and it definitely has a Killer Clowns from Outer Space vibe. And that is a B movie from the 80s. I don't know how many people will recognize it or not, but I mean, they don't make movies like that anymore, and they don't make games like that anymore.
They don't this is definitely a unique game, and like you're not going to see this game anywhere but on iiRcade, and I'm so glad they got it. And one of the things that really irks me, I want to go full screen here for a sec. One of the things that really irks me with this game is the hate I'm seeing on the game, and people that review the game. You can play a game for free on iiRcade for 30 minutes to like put out a review of the game without even playing it when you can play it for free. Edit. And I'm just gonna, I'm gonna say that you should not be putting out reviews on iiRcade games you don't play. You can play them for free for 30 minutes. Ridiculous. That's the end of my rant.
Oh, well, that's how Brad feels about it. Do you have anything you want to add, CT?
This game got a bum rap. A few people put out
I mean, the game's only $10. That's not that bad. You know what I'm saying? If you just want to buy it after the 30 minutes, so be it. Add another game to your collection. It's not bad.
Yeah, I don't care.
I spent $10 on a value meal McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? It ain't bad.
I hear you. People make the criticism. This is a beat 'em up. Beat 'em ups take 20 minutes to play in general. Simpsons takes 20 minutes to play, and it's $700. This is $10.
Well, and as far as beat 'em up genre goes, now
it's a formula.
I'm gonna be completely honest with everyone here. Out of all the cabinets that I have in here, the ones that I play the beat 'em ups on the most so far as of late has definitely been the iiRcade, and it's not because I like those beat 'em ups better than Ninja Turtles that I got over there, for example, but it's because I have Double Dragon 2, Night Slashers, go on and on. So I just have more of a variety. So the
thing is, like when my grandson comes over, we love to play beat 'em ups, and sometimes I want to play a game where I can just kind of shut my brain off and play. And beat 'em ups are great. They're just fun to play.
Yeah, right. But I think this is a good time to segue into our topic discussion for today, and that is how much value of replayability do you expect to get on a game that costs $10, for example?
Yeah, Mikey, can you throw that graphic up? We took this graphic. This graphic was taken directly from the iiRcade community forums. And I just want to thank Todd Russell for the topic. It's a great topic. And what do you think in the chat? How much gameplay should you get out of a game that costs $9.99?
Well, can you read that, Brad?
I can't read it. I'm sorry.
Let me try. All right. How much gameplay time do you want out of a game that costs $9.99? My general rule is for each dollar spent, at least 1 hour of gameplay time. So Ninja Clowns that took me like 20 minutes to beat and was $9.99 was not a very good value proposition, unfortunately. But maybe when/if online gets added, I'll return to it and get the game 10 plus hours I'd want for a game that priced like that. And then he goes in to talk about Tropical Angels cheaper, and he's got way more time into that. But and then you can see the different options that he left here, because we took this from the community. And you can see the overwhelming majority says you can't compare time to enjoyment value.
Can you see the percentage? What was the percentage?
Well, it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't give me the percentage, but we got 60 votes in the top one, and the other ones have 4 votes, 3 votes, 1 vote. So, I mean, that's pretty telling in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely.
My mind is blown. My mind is blown right now. I don't know what to say. I just will just buy it. It doesn't matter to me. I don't know. It's $10. $10 game. If I'm gonna spend $10 on a game, it better be fun. It don't matter how long it takes to beat.
My
it's
wife
$10.
$10 on 2 cups of coffee from Starbucks. I mean,
it's $10.
It's not a
It's all
major
right.
purchase. And the thing is, you're getting an authentic arcade experience. You know, I mean, worth $10 to me. I don't know. I don't get it.
Well, and I mean, as far as I'm concerned, you know, how much money value you get out of a particular game is all very relative and subjective. You know, I can buy a game for, you know, that I just get on Steam or something and buy the game, and then you got to buy all the DLC for it and stuff. So, you know, you can end up being easily $150 in some of these games you can invest, you know, and yes, I will get a lot of value out of a lot of them, especially the bigger ones like Red Dead Redemption or, you know, in games like that. But still, I mean, when you compare, you know, I mean, I how much money have I put into some of those bigger games versus how much this, you know, a game like Ninja Clowns is going to cost? You know, it's important to me, you know.
Yeah, I love it. And this is the kind of game that iiRcade can do right, because, you know, this game, I mean, it's really a game that shines on the machine. It's a unique game, you know, and I'm glad they got it.
Yeah. Well, I think we've pretty much wrapped that topic, unless you guys have anything else you want to add.
Yeah, I like Mitchell B says, I don't expect miracles for $10. And I think that's the way you should look at it too. I mean, it's good.
I mean, I expect a good time. You know what I mean? And you're just adding to the iiRcade. That's it. You adding to what you got. That's why I like it. It's a decent enough game for $10 just to add a little bit of differentness to what I already got. I like it.
And look, you see, Miami Cuddle says get 3 hours into Rancock Skies. Yeah. Well, now I'm gonna press the rewind on everyone and remind everyone of the button configuration situation that I brought up. I believe it was on episode 2 now, so we're going to go back in time. And just to give everyone a little refresher course, I'm going to go ahead and play that video for you now.
And as you can see here, I got Rage of the Dragons playing on both my MVSX and the iiRcade. And we're going to go over the correct button configuration for Neo Geo games. It's red, yellow, green, and blue in this configuration. Now, the iiRcade can pull it off. You just have to do it like this using X, A, B, and C. You do not do it this way, which is the way they have it configured. And you can see I can pull off these moves on my MVSX because you need to use 2 buttons for these special moves. So much easier than on my iiRcade. I was able to figure it out on my iiRcade, but it took me a while, and it's complex, and it's not correct.
So I'm going to go to solo mode here. Wrong person.
Wrong person.
It's because it's story time with Mikey. So this was over the course of the last week or so. I've bought a few new iiRcade games. You know, I thought it was time to, you know, pull some more in. And as I'm going, you know, buying them on my phone and then adding them. What's that nice music we got?
That's some
playing?
nice story time music for you.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, we go. I'll put it down. Go ahead.
And anyways, because you have to use your phone or something to install the games onto the machine, obviously. And so when I'm looking through there, I see there's an update for it was Rage of the Dragons and Midnight Resistance. Now, I was trying to press the button to update it, and I was unable to do that. So I went to my device, deleted them off there, and then reinstalled them so I knew that they would have the update, which, little pro tip there, you know, if you ever are in that situation. And anyways, I immediately went to Rage of the Dragons to see, now, what happened here? Why did this happen? And here you go. This is the story.
So I noticed my version of Rage of the Dragons had an update, so I checked it out, and here it is. They have reconfigured the controls based on the Neo Geo version that I explained in my earlier video. So yes, indeed, iiRcade is listening to us. And I gotta say, this game plays so much better since they've made these changes. It not only is now playable, but it actually is pretty stinking amazing. And I'm putting it out there now. I'm going to be taking over Rage of the Dragons as well. Here it is, Stage 6. I made it to a Bobo, or a Boo-Boo, whatever you want to call them. But we'll talk about that later when we get into Rage of the Dragons.
And so, yeah, so iiRcade, they went ahead and did that. And they did not tell anyone that they did it. They just snuck it in there. And it took me to find it by getting new games, like I said earlier, to discover it. So, yeah, they are listening. And I would say that if you guys out in the community, you have some discoveries such as this, and maybe you have some things you want to bring to iiRcade, but you don't know how to quite address them, let one of us know, and we'll look into it.
We'll be glad to talk about it on the show because, I mean, they definitely listen to the fan feedback, and this is a fan-based show.
I mean, and just to think about that for a second, to, you know,
Dolphin Blue. Oh my God, I would love that.
You know, that they listened and they did it, and you know, thumbs up for me, guys. You know, I'm Michael. I know that was you that did that. I know. You got anything to add, CT?
What?
Oh, computer animated.
He's roboting.
Uh-oh. Technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties. Okay.
See? We don't have Jeff and everything goes to heck in a handbasket.
Yeah. Well, the show goes on.
But, all right. So, speaking of Jeff, you got something to say, CT? Can we hear you? All right. Well,
Okay. CT, maybe come out and come back in.
Yeah, let's
in the
try
meantime,
that.
let's check in on Jeff.
Let's check in on Jeff.
Let's check on Jeff, see how he's doing.
Digging a hole in the dirt. Digging in the dirt. Digging holes in the dirt. Digging a hole in the digging in the dirt. Digging a hole in the dirt.
Yeah, digging in the dirt.
Digging in a hole. Digging in the dirt.
Digging in the dirt. Digging a hole in the digging in the dirt.
Well, that's enough of that. But
Yeah.
Jeff is definitely having fun with his giant toys, and we definitely appreciate Jeff, and we'll be glad to have him back next week.
Absolutely. And I just want to say, I've been walking around my house all day singing Digging in a Hole in the Dirt. And my wife just kept looking at me like I'm crazy. I said, you'll understand later. You'll understand later.
Jeff and heavy machinery, OMG. That is true, but he's actually probably very good with it. That's Can we introduce our next little spot? Our next spot, this is a great person in the retro community, someone that I have a tremendous amount of respect for. I've been watching his videos for a long time on YouTube, and he's been doing some really great iiRcade stuff. And I reached out to him, and I'm so glad he gave us a clip. And here's a clip that we're going to play from Tim's Tiny Arcade. Go ahead and roll the clip.
Hey guys, this is Tim from Tim's Tiny Arcade, and today we're going to take a look at Skyfox on the iiRcade, a shmup shooter, fun shooter if you've never played it. Pretty cheap game if you're looking for bargain games, which I'm always looking for bargain games myself. I believe it's like $4.99 listed in the store, and we'll take a look at it. We'll talk about it. So let's jump into it, guys.
Welcome to Tim'sTinyArcade.com podcast YouTube. What the hell is it, Tim? What is it? YouTube. Tim's Tiny Arcade. Boom shakalaka.
All right, guys, let's jump into Skyfox. Hit the A button. So you got a fire and a missile button. This is a two-player game, but it's alternating. And we're going to talk about this fire and missile button because you can't just sit there and hit that fire button like a Galaga game. If you do, you're going to use all your power up, and I'll explain that as we go. So you got power here, and every time you hit that fire button, your power goes down. But if you use the missile button, your missiles will go, and they're slow, and but they don't take your power away. But you can replenish your power, and we'll show you as I jump into it. So let's coin up, one player. There's going to be these dragons with these ladies riding them. So you can hit them in the head. I'm using the fire button now, and you can see my power's going down. Now this is the missile. Power doesn't go down, but you see how slow that shot is? See if I can get around them. All right, there we go. Now I can get some more, replenish that power a little bit. Use some missiles, see if I can get some missile hits on them. Now, you can shoot their shots if you can time them. Get some more power because I'm going to need it. Try to use some missiles here and save my power a little bit. I had to use some missiles there. You just got to kind of strategize when you want to use them. Oh boy, it's tough here. There we go. All right, so I made that part. Now this part, it's pretty tough. Another dragon. I only have 40 power. See if I can beat him. Ah, he got me, but I should have some extra lives here. See if we can take him out at least for the video, guys. I'm just telling you, it's a tough game. This would have eaten a lot of quarters from me back in the day if I had been playing this. Let's see if I can get some headshots on him. Let's see if you can. Ah, he got me again. Oh, one more time here. Let's see if I can at least get past this. I'd like to be able to at least show you guys that. Oh yeah, we got the ship here. And he throws other ships out. So as you can see, this is like kind of like a Gorf. I mean, there's just different stages of enemies. Look how tough that is. And I couldn't get past that. Hey guys, I got one more life. One more shot at him. I don't have any power, so everything I'm using is missiles now. That's what makes this game so hard. Ooh. And your ship's just not real fast in this game. So you gotta, see, I got caught there. You gotta really be moving quick to get out of, get out of that. Let me put my name in because that's not too bad of a score for me. You gotta put your name in fast, otherwise your time runs out on it. All right, guys, so that was a look at Skyfox. I want also to let you guys know there's no continues in this game, and that's what another thing I love about this game. What your score is what your score is. You can't keep putting quarters in and getting that high score. I love games like that, and it's a tough one. So if you're interested in that kind of a shooter, $4.99 in the store, guys. All right, guys, thank you for watching today's video. Please like and subscribe. And guys, Keep on gaming.
Yeah. Tim's Tiny Arcade. Now, I'm going to do another little quick story time with Mikey, if I figure out the cameras. Let's go back in time again, and this was back before Arcade 1-Up even was a thing, and I was into the MAME and emulation community quite a bit, as I've said before, and I was actually looking up, channels and ideas for building my own cabinet and things of that nature, and I stumbled across Tim's Tiny Arcade, and he had a bar top unit that he had, and I watched the whole video. I think it was like a half hour long, but I watched the whole thing, Tim, and I just was checking out your machine and fell in love with it, and I've checked in on your channel periodically since then. So yeah, Tim's Tiny Arcade. Go subscribe to him for sure.
Absolutely, man. I love Tim's Tiny Arcade. Great channel. Okay.
CT, are you fixed? Can you talk?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, 499, that's not bad. That game looks all right.
Yeah. What I was going to say about that game is, to me, it looks like Galaga on steroids.
It looks hard. It looks really hard.
So, I mean, if you're a Galaga fan out there, I mean, that might be something that you might be interested in. I know after watching that, I'm checking that out, especially for $4.99, cheaper than the price of coffee. The CT would say.
Yeah.
Damn right. That's not that bad.
All right.
Well,
So, what are we on to next?
The next thing we're going to talk about. I'm ready. I've been waiting for this. Get me full screen.
Hey, can you take my thank you off the screen, please?
I put out a challenge for Tropical Angel, and a lot of people, they rose to the occasion. And we had some crazy score chasing going on at the top of the Tropical Angel leaderboards. And we had the first person I ever saw kill screen the game. It's been going all back and forth. I've been watching it all week. It's super exciting. And let's play the clip so people find out what the Tropical Angel challenge was. Play the clip, Mikey.
Jaws. None of man's fantasies of evil can compare with the reality of Jaws.
All righty.
Are you guys ready for this?
Yeah, let's pull up the leaderboards real quick. Hold on one second. Let's see how to do this one.
Gonna work some XSplit magic here.
This is being done live.
And here's a look at all the games on Brad's iiRcade.
Yeah, that's my whole game list.
If you want to go challenge Brad, knock him off the leaderboards, take some screenshots there.
Absolutely. It's time to take up on that. Out. Okay, let's see. We'll do a roll call. I just need to find out who's here. You guys tell me in the chat. Okay? Tell me in the chat. I know HDR Champ earlier said that he was watching. Okay, who else is here? Let me switch views. Let's see. HDR Champ, are you here? Tom George is here. Is that Qui-Gon George? Qui-Gon George is here. Okay, here's the way it's going to work. Boys and girls, Papa Brad going to put on his teacher hat. Your name's going to go into my magic hat. First person, HDR Champ.
That's the pimp hat.
In the hat you go.
Yeah.
That's
Show him
right.
that hat. Show him that hat.
Big time.
Oh.
Okay. Next up, Qui-Gon George. Fold in half, goes in the hat. And I also know I haven't, which ones are top three? Let's see.
Was it Qui-Gon, HDR, and Todd Russell?
Todd Russell here. It's Todd here. Say something in the chat if you're here. You got to be present. Who's Arcade O? What's your game tag?
Some of them already got over third place. They're already winning.
Dragon Gamer is here.
Well, I thought while Brad's getting it ready, I thought that we could go over the official rules real quick. And is it, correct me if I'm wrong, CT, but only the ones that are in the top 3 spots can qualify for your
Yes, they're
$25.
the only ones that qualify for the bonus. That's it.
Yeah.
That is
So your
correct.
name has to get drawn out of the hat, and you have to be one of those in the top 3 spots to get the extra $25 bonus.
Okay, so let me just check. Let me make sure none of these other people on the leaderboards that made is Game Night here. Game Night, are you here? If you're here, say something in the chat. This is hard to do because there's about a 30-second delay.
Right.
So we have to wait a second and make sure they're on here. Raven SPE.
HDR Champ is here.
He's in. He's in the hat. Raven SPE. Last call. Todd Russell. Bueller.
Bueller.
Rob Moore. Okay. So it looks like we got 3. HDR
right.
Champ, Dragon Gamer, Qui-Gon George. Shaking them up. This is for a $25 Amazon card. Okay, here we go. Not looking. Could be anyone.
Qui-Gon George!
Oh, snap!
And look,
You're a winner.
number 2, which means he's the only one in the top 3, I think. No, let me check.
Yeah.
Well, HDR Champ is 1, so we have 2 people in the top 3. 2 people in the top 3.
So
Okay.
Qui-Gon George, you are the big money winner, and you get the $25 gift card from Papa Brad.
Papa Brad, yeah. And just you can contact me. You can either leave a comment on any of my videos, and I can get back with you, or just contact me on Facebook through Messenger, and I'll get.
Hold on a second. He was third place, right?
Yeah,
He came in third.
No, but we have the first place
$25
here,
bonus
too.
from
got-
you as well.
Okay. Well, we
That's
have
what I'm saying. He got 3rd place, right?
Yeah,
Right.
we have Qui-Gon got 3rd.
I
And
think he won.
HDR Champ.
Great job, he won. You
Yeah.
contact me on one of the videos, and I hit you up, and I give you that cash money.
Okay.
Cash money.
Cash money. Hit him
Cash
up.
money.
Do you want cash money? All
What we
right.
got next?
Where are we up to next? All right. Now we have a special thing coming for you guys that you did not see coming. And Brad, do you want to introduce this one as well?
Yeah, we're gonna do a contest. Yeah. Oh yeah, boy. Look at this. In my hands. Sealed. Premium iiRcade tempered glass. We're gonna give it away. Okay. Here's the way it's
Can I
gonna
have
work.
it?
Here's what you gotta do. You got fastest fingers in the chat. We're
I'm
gonna
ready.
play a video.
I need it.
And when we start, the contest doesn't begin until we start playing the video. The first correct guess in StreamYard is going to win it. Here's the contest. You ready, Mikey?
I'm ready. I need it.
Just remember, everyone, we told you this was coming.
Modern
Count the
Game
fart.
Spotlight on
How many
Siggy.
farts?
A fart from Messina. Count the farts in the video. This is a cool Mario clone game. It's $4.99. In the chat. Join the Knight Siggy as he runs, jumps, and battles in his flatulent quest to save Melusina, the love of his life. This game has lots of goofy enemies and crazy bosses. You earn riches. There are all kind of secret artifacts you can find in the game as you make your way up to the top of Mount Stink Up. Super tight gameplay and wonderful pixel graphics make Siggy a lighthearted and loving 8-bit adventure to enjoy. The graphics are 8-bit style, and it has the chip tone soundtrack. Secret caverns full of loot to collect and lost artifacts to find are scattered throughout the game. Collect all the letters and hidden treasures to complete 100% of the game, which is very challenging. Platformer junkies and speed runners can finish in 30 minutes. It took me a lot longer than that. This is an example of a game that is perfect for iiRcade. The cheap price and the fun gameplay makes this an easy game for me to highly recommend. Good example of a retro modern type game. While the art style is retro, the gameplay is very modern. The creativity in the bosses and the humor of the game are another thing that I think makes the game really great. Like this boss's name is Cholesterol, and he's French fries. So there's a lot of humor in this game that's really fun. Platformer, I'd give this game a try. But be warned, the last boss is insane. He's very hard to beat. It took a long time for me to beat that last boss. Sorry, I had to put all the farts in. Ivan Stink Up is the final boss. You notice that I have 39 lives going into the last boss. You're going to need a lot of lives, especially when you're just starting playing this game. This is my pick for modern game on iiRcade for the iiRcadians. This has been Papa Brad. Hope you enjoyed this video.
I need to know, did I
All
win?
right.
Did I win?
Wait, don't give it away. Play the video. We actually have a video that shows counting of the farts.
Yes, we have the official fart count. So
We
there's
have a
no
winner.
shenanigans.
Someone
We're
guessed correctly. From Messina. Lots of goofy enemies and crazy bosses. Adventure to enjoy. Secret caverns full of loot to collect and lost artifacts that is perfect for iiRcade. It's an easy game for me to highly recommend. The gameplay is very modern. He's very hard to beat. It took a long time for me. Sorry, I had to put all the farts in. Enjoy this video.
So there we have it.
We have it.
Did I
Official
win?
count. No, I believe it was Robert Bowling.
Robert Bowling, come on down. You're
God
the winner.
damn it. I didn't
Of
win.
Counting the Farts in Siggy contest. I have some premium iiRcade glass. All you got to do is contact me. Give me your shipping info. And we'll get this beautiful glass.
And I gotta say, there was a few of you that were very close.
No, man.
Off Grid
I guess
Arcade,
11.
I think you said 11 and you said 13, and I was watching it, man. I
I
was
should
like,
know
ooh.
the numbers. Darn it.
Well, we were looking for 12. That was the correct answer.
I don't remember saying 12. Shoot.
Well, you saw the video, CT, and we're not.
I
jiving
forgot. It's been a while. I forgot.
You weren't even an iiRcadian then yet. You were just
And I still forgot. I like to play fair.
Well, let's see. Now we're up to we got so many giveaways today. And
Yeah, it was a giveaway show.
It's the giveaway show.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's time for us to play Can You Guess It? And right here, I got a whole bunch of collectibles that I've come across over the years. And right now, we're going to see if you can guess one of those items. And if you can, the first person that types it in wins a t-shirt. So, folks, let me think which item is going to be today. We got this action figure right here from a movie from back in the day. The lead person in this movie, he's been in a lot of stuff. One of the catchphrases was, "It's turbo time." What I want to know is, what is the name of this movie that this is from?
To guess it wins. First to guess it wins.
That's an easy one. Come on now. Just somebody's close. Somebody's close. That is ding. Second time winner. Prince Malcolm. Prince Malcolm is the winner. You got a choice, brother. You got the shirt. We can send you the shirt. Or I could just pay you straight out. I paid you before. You won before.
But you should really look at getting a nice, some nice iiRcadians swag. You know, you can always.
We should check out that video. We should show them what we got.
Well, we will get into that. We're gonna end off the show with that. But
yeah, all the prizes also, they just come from us. I mean, we pay for them ourselves out of our own pocket, just because we love this community. So
and you know, just for the sake of transparency, I will say that we are not officially endorsed.
We're
or
not
sponsored.
This is just a gift to give back to the community.
Everything that's on my iiRcade came out of my pocket, and you know, so
same for me.
Yeah. CT on the other hand,
Prince wants a shirt.
You might be an insider.
And yeah, you get to pick which shirt too. We have a CT Jason shirt, got a Papa Brad shirt, we got a Mikey
we got a whole bunch of stuff.
We got a blood red CT Jason shirt. That's the next shirt I'm getting. We got the legit shirt. We got all kind of shirts you can get. So.
Yeah, we got a big old infomercial coming up for you guys here in a second. But we're gonna end the show with that. But before we get down to that, do you guys have anything final thoughts you want to say for the show? Do you have anything going on in your personal channels you want to plug real quick?
Me personally, not really. I'm working on video right now where I'm gonna go over all that stuff that you just seen right there. All my collectibles. Other than that, that's it. I'm trying to buy me some cabinets, a computer. I'm trying to get on Fightcade. Try and check that out.
Anything for you, Papa Brad?
I just did a collab with a How to Bachelor on replacing the joysticks in a Pac-Man. It's a really fun video. You can give it a watch. But you can always come to my channel and check out great retro arcade tours. And I got a ton of iiRcade content on there. Got all kind of cool stuff. Come stop by Papa Brad's Gaming and check out what's going on. I'm always doing videos, so.
And as far as me, I actually released a video earlier today. It's I go in to play some Real Bout 2, Fatal Fury, the newcomers, my personal Fatal Fury game. I know there's a lot of Guru Mark of the Wolves fans out there, and you know I love that game as well. But I'm an RB2 guy myself, and I got down on some Fightcade, and you know I encourage some of you guys to go out and check that out as well. And you know it's a good time. So.
And I just want to give a big thank you once again to Moat for his great video and for Tim's Tiny Arcade. And please, if you want to do a segment on the show, just contact me. I'm real easy to work with, and I love sharing, positive people in the community. So thank you so much.
Mm-hmm. Well, that is going to be our show for you guys tonight, but we are going to end it with our little infomercial. So take it away, CT.
Welcome everybody to the iiRcadians merch shop, where we can give you exclusive items that you can't get nowhere else. You want some iiRcadian clock? You want a hat? We got it for you. You want a personalized mouse pad? You want a Papa Brand clock? We can do that for you too. And our prices, they're reasonable. They ain't too bad. You want a rainwater clock? We got you. You want a Mikey J hat? We got you. And that's not it. We can put any one of our logos on any one of our products, and it can be all there for you. Let's take a look at some of these products we got with the various stuff we got to offer. We got some CT Jason merch for you right here. All types of shirts, all types of colors, all types of styles. Look at all these happy people. All of them rocking that shirt with pride. You got the Papa Brand logos right here. You need that mouse pad? We got you. You want some specialized shirts, some classic tees, some lightweight hoodies. You want that rainwater merch? We got it here for you too. The one-stop shop, all under the iiRcadians logo right here. We got everything. You want some Mikey J stuff? We got the Mikey J Productions for you. Then, of course, we got our iiRcadians merch. We got it over any type of thing you want. We got the hoodies for you. We got the different shirts for you. We got it all. And all for some reasonable prices. But guess what? There's always more. Always more items coming in the store. Whatever you're in the mood for, you got something in particular and you don't see it, ask us. We will take care of it for you. The iiRcadians shop. We got it all. You want some stickers? We got some stickers. We got our iiRcadians logo all over everything, whatever you want. You want the mouse pads and that clocks with the iiRcadian logo? You want a tote bag? You want a classic mug? We got it. You want a tall mug? We got that too. Travel mug, water bottle, it don't matter. We got it all in the iiRcadians shop. So take a chance and stop by. We'll take care of you. Thanks for watching, folks. We'll see y'all next week.
This month is Safer Internet Day, and Google helps keep you safer by making their products secure by default. To be safer online, take your own security checkup at g.co/security.